For the past few weeks, I've been following YouTuber Elderic.
In search of the best ramen in Singapore.
But come on guys, let's do this from the comfort of your home kitchen. A perfect bowl of ramen needs perfect ajitama eggs, perfect ramen noodles, perfect tonkotsu broth, and perfect char siew. And it wouldn't hurt if it comes with some black magic. More importantly, it should be relatively inexpensive and fast to cook. Come on, let's get started. We shall first work on the ajitama eggs since they need at least 3 hours to marinate. Simply boil your eggs as you normally would, give it a good roll at the beginning to keep the yolks in the center, and then cook for about 7 minutes for large eggs and 6.5 minutes for small eggs. When the time is up, transfer your eggs to an ice bath to stop the cooking process. Then let them cool for 5 minutes before peeling. Marinate with 6 tablespoons of kikkoman soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of sake, and 3 tablespoons of mirin. That will be good for 6 eggs. Top up with water and then transfer it to the fridge for 2 hours or 3 hours. And now for the broth. To keep things inexpensive, I'm using frozen chicken thighs, frozen pork belly, and frozen pork bones. First, blanch the spoils in boiling water to remove any scum and gamey flavor, and then give it a good wash. Then everything goes back into the pot. Lay the pork belly last, and after the first 5 minutes, remove any scum that may be still left behind, and then let this boil for the next 2 hours. Now let's remove the pork belly, which has been cooking for the last 2 hours and should be super tender by now. Marinate with a generous helping of teriyaki sauce. Then let this simmer with the sauce on both sides.
2,000 years later.
After 5 or 10 minutes, you should see some caramelization and burning. And that, my friends, is the quick and easy char siew. For the last hour on the broth, we add in the aromatics, spring onions, garlic, and onions. And then we let this simmer for the next 2 hours. For a truly rich and creamy broth, we add in the pork fat. Now let this cook for another hour and we are almost done.
The next day.
As you can see, the broth has nearly turned white. Remove as much as you can, leaving only the pork fat behind as far as possible. We are now ready to emulsify the fat content. Using the hand blender, we shall emulsify all the fat content to create a truly rich and creamy tonkotsu broth. I have my supplier of ramen noodles, but they are extremely hard to find, so here's how you can make it on your own. Add 1 teaspoon of baking soda into boiling water and cook your spaghetti noodles as you would normally do, except that you would add 2 minutes to the cooking time. In my case, my total cooking time is 10 minutes. Now prepare an insane amount of chopped spring onions, slice our ajitama eggs, and set them aside. For the tare, I'm using the marinade from the ajitama, and this will help reduce cost. Bring this close to the boiling point and then quickly turn off the fire. We want our tare to be relatively hot and not cool down the broth. Now add in our ramen noodles. Wait a minute. That, my friends, is a secret ingredient that will certainly give your tare a umami boost. More noodles, and then we add in the all-important tonkotsu broth. I use just 2 ladles because this is fairly concentrated and powerful. And then I add 2 ladles of starch water from the spaghetti. Now lay out our char siew, our ajitama eggs, an insane amount of spring onions, and the black magic burnt garlic oil. Finish off the assembly, and there you have it, an absolutely delicious, award-winning standard tonkotsu ramen, which you can enjoy from the comfort of your home kitchen.